William Morrow and HarperAudio present The Last Invitation, a novel by Darby Kane, performed by Lindsey Dorcus, Abby Craden, and Alyssa Bresnahan.
For every woman who has been ignored, belittled, dismissed, forgotten, overlooked, or abused, this one's for you. Most people say they want justice, but they don't really want justice. They want revenge. They want to see the pain spread around equally. David Gerald. Chapter 1. The Foundation. 7 women, 1 vote. The Sophie Foundation. To the public, a charitable organization set up by a select group of powerful women to fund special projects relating to women's health and welfare. Very general-sounding in its purpose, and not by accident. Behind the scenes, in private, a smaller group within the foundation carried out a very different agenda. Let's get started. The meeting had been called to order without the need to yell or ask more than once. Attendees immediately complied. Folders opened. Notepads appeared. They didn't leave an electronic footprint and burned all documents after the meeting. They never wavered from this rule. The first item relates to the individual referred to in the documents as Offender C. They'd wait to vote until everyone had an opportunity to speak, and all arguments had been heard and settled. No one dared to come unprepared. The thought was unimaginable. They performed invaluable work, risky and serious work. In light of the facts and history, and the probability of further acts of violence, I'm requesting our most significant penalty. A few members glanced up at the ringing command of the leader's voice. Death.
Chapter 2. Gabby. Gabby Fielding hated talking with her ex-husband. She'd divorced him for a reason. A terrible, still couldn't process it reason. That left her with no choice but to get out of the marriage she'd once believed, naively so, would last forever. Back then, she'd also considered him her best friend, a man she could trust, which now seemed trite. Today, she thought of him as a gigantic asshole, both relentless in his need to win and indifferent to the people around him. A blowhard with an overinflated ego backed up by an impressive bank account he'd built from almost nothing, and that almost ended up ruining everything. This morning, yet another fight about their daughter, Kennedy, loomed. She was 14 and had just left to start her second year away at boarding school in upstate New York, as he'd insisted. He'd argued about her needing a push, then conflated the high yearly tuition with the guarantee of lifetime success, all while covertly convincing Kennedy she wanted to go. Gabby knew he'd picked the school because she hated the idea of Kennedy being away from home. The custody arrangement Gabby regretted signing before she'd finished writing her name on the damn paperwork less than 3 years ago required them to meet by September 1st to discuss and agree on a winter holiday and vacation schedule for Kennedy. The supposed legal genius Gabby paid a fortune to represent her in the divorce insisted this was a good idea. Gabby fought it back then and lost, and she'd been right to be skeptical. Baines Fielding, self-made and very impressed with all he'd accomplished, did not negotiate. He didn't concede. He did not lose. Or more accurately, he used the threat of cutting off the money to make sure he never lost. This round, he weaponized Kennedy by refusing to give permission for the summer program she wanted to attend until your mother meets her obligations. So fine, Gabby would engage in her agreed-upon yearly grovel for Kennedy's benefit. Gabby inhaled nice and deep.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?